What's up, everybody? So there's this game. It's called Metal Revolution. I thought it was out already. I thought it came and went already, but apparently it's just been in development and closed beta for like all this time of it existing. Because like I don't even think it has like a set release date for like the actual game. I think Blazing Strike and Pocket Bravery have planned release dates, and this game doesn't yet. But regardless, I saw something like last month that made me interested in trying this game because I had tried it a while ago and I was like, yeah, it's alright. Like, I'll obviously try it when it comes out, new fighting game, but I was never really looking forward to it because, just my opinion, lots of disappointing character additions. Like, you know, at first it seemed like it was more straightforward. You had like a boxer, you had a taekwondo guy, a Muay Thai guy, you had like a Jeet Kune Do guy who dressed like Yun from Street Fighter and he fought with nunchucks. So he's like Yun and Maxi mixed together. Like, he had like some cool ideas. And then, you know, the samurai came out and it was like, or he was already in the game and it was like, okay, yeah, obviously a samurai. Then they started adding like archetypes that, granted, they fill a niche. Like, one of them's clearly Wolverine, one of them's like clearly Spider-Man, but it's a dude who fights with a yo-yo. Like, come on. And then this character dropped. And he dropped at Evo, and I didn't even see the trailer. This is the trailer. Capoeira robot. Capobot. Capoeira bot. Capoeira robot. Dude, his moves are pretty cool looking. A lot of these animations and situations, it like hurts me to see because like Eddie doesn't even have them in Tekken. Friggin' a lot of these moves Bob has, Eddie does not, which bugs me. But yeah, that looks pretty cool, right? Like, if you're on my channel, you know my channel, you know me. I love the Capoeira characters in fighting games. Like, I usually try my best to at least try them, even if I don't end up maining them. This guy looks really cool. This guy gets it. Opens up with a kick, then he lands the heavier kick. The heavier kick flows into the next kick. It's not staggered or disjointed, like, no offense, but Elena. And even Eddie, to an extent, Eddie has all these, like, he doesn't even have that many, but he has all these, like, string moves, and, like, these moves where he does one move into another, and, like, the newer moves don't even make sense for, like, being strings. They're, like, moves you wouldn't string together. And the older moves have all this ample time for you to choose to do something. Like, I'm sorry, he's got, like, 2 jab interruptible strings, and I hate it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It feels like developers have always kind of struggled to make this martial art, like, work in the 2D space. And it could be because I'm biased, it could be because, like, I practice it, but it feels like it should be one of the easiest. In a 2D fighting game, especially when they were sprites, characters do a move, and when you link a move together, especially like in alpha and like older Street Fighter games, the animation ends, and then you're, like, idle for, like, a frame and a half, or, like, a single frame, and then you do the same move again, and in all that time, the character hasn't recovered from being in hit stun. So you get another hit before they can start blocking again. That's just how combos originally worked. But the thing is, like, when it comes to, like, free-flowing martial arts where you do move to move to move, where your character strings animations together, that should be easier to do. That should be easy. That makes more sense. Like, you don't recover in time because he's still doing stuff. When it comes to, like, Capoerista in fighting games, it always feels like they don't try to do that in 2D. When you had Bob Wilson, Richard Mayer, and even Elena to an extent, they didn't go from move to move like you would in Capoeira. Capoeira is all about, like, doing a rotating kick with one leg, you switch the other leg, and then you use that other leg again. They just didn't do that. They would just not do that. They'd have the one animation, then do a completely different animation. It would be easier or make more sense if you just let the character do what they're supposed to be doing. but they don't. Eddie does, but because it's Tekken, there's unnatural strings. So he'll do the move and then it won't connect. Meanwhile, this character, move to move, move to move, move to move, juggling, move to move, move to move. I really appreciate that. It feels like it took them a long time to make this character. I am a little salty about that. The archetypes they like had in this game before this character like are kind of partially what turned me off of it. Like you have that, but you don't have this. Like you know, you at least try. But I digress. I found this footage here. It's from their official. Like it's like closed beta tournament footage between someone playing Jose and someone playing the ninja. Low tier god. Like like the one no one likes or everyone likes. I don't really know. Ooh, netcode issues. Okay, Shoutcaster's like really putting it in, and I appreciate that. But I'm gonna turn you down a bit. I'm just trying to see how this character like moves in an actual like fight situation. His spacing is gonna be insane. He really likes to do this backswing move where he like recovers away from you. Oh man, it's gonna be nice to play as a capoeira character who actually like follows the rules of the game, doesn't isn't subject to his own rules and just negative aspects for no reason. Tekken 7 Eddie is so bad. He's so bad compared like Tekken 5 Eddie and through Tekken Tag 2 Eddie is actually like functioning. Actually functions as a character. When he juggles, you don't fall off axis. When he connects with you, he's not unsafe on hit. It doesn't have this sweet spot where the move doesn't work. His down forward 2 only works on counter hit, but it's 14 frames. That's why it only works on counter hit. It's not like just a worse down forward 2 than everybody else. That's partially what I'm looking for when I look for characters like this. Is what I'm looking for in Nuno in Pocket Bravery, just a capo who isn't like subjected to weird balance decisions, especially weird balance decisions based on the lowest common denominator. Like, don't get me wrong, Eddie was tournament viable in 5. You just didn't see it because Heihachi and Steve existed. But so from 5 to Tag 2, he was definitely functioning at the highest level. But they didn't nerf any of that because that's not what's sorry, they didn't properly balance adjust any of that. No, they just made him worse so that like lower level players bashing buttons against each other, Eddie doesn't just gain advantage for hitting buttons, even though what are you going to do to King's chain grabs? You don't even teach people how to break those. People can't make it out of the green ranks because they fight a 3-bar King spamming chain grabs and giant swing. You don't even teach people how to tech that. How about Paul's just really naturally good on hit damage? Like there's a lot of oh wait, what was that? What was that? I don't think we saw that move in the trailer. Do it again. Did I go back far enough? I don't know if I went back far enough. I probably lost it. Now I'm probably too far back. Ninja Girl's not messing around. Yeah, I think I went too far back. Sorry to rant, but just yeah, man. Eddie got shafted in Tekken 7. I hope they fix him in Tekken 8. But yeah, this character looks really cool. Yeah, this game's in closed beta, so I don't think I'm going to be able to try them until the game comes out, but that's fine. Oh, it's his grab. Oh, that's an interesting way to use that move. I've never seen that in a fighting game before. The Au Batido, the legendary banana kick, the forward four on Eddie, the forward medium on Elena. Oh, he lost. Oh well. Yeah, this looks really cool. I'm with this. Like, I remember when this was pitched to me, like when I tried it, the guy at the booth was like talking about how, and this was years ago, by the way. I didn't try it this year. He was like, yeah, it's supposed to be like a little bit simpler and easier to understand, but still have that depth. Okay. I feel like every fighting game trying to make that promise doesn't make the game any like quote unquote simpler. They think they do, but it still just ends up being a fighting game. Like I feel like people said the same thing about that Battle for the Grid Power Rangers game, and there's whole health combos. They're not even infinite. They're just whole health. If you let the combo go after they kill the person, eventually they'll fall out of it and have to end it. That's a pretty non-simplistic layer of depth right there, if you ask me. But whatever. Let me know what you think. What do you think about Jose? Are you willing to try him? My Eddie Yang out here. We about to try Metal Revolution. Let me know in the comments section below. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.